Kippe, der Leckermacher, hat schon lang aufgehört zu lernen mit Mäuscheken on Stott am Lammet. So Kiva, the cake baker, had already for long stopped learning with Moisheke in the place of a Melamed. Seine Kenntnissen haben sich schon lang ausgelassen bei Chumash mit Rashi und sein Geduld euch. His knowledge had long come to an end in the Chumash with the Rashi commentary, and his patience also had come to an end. Kiva hat sich schon lang überzeugt, als sein Hodulnik ist ein schwerer Jung, was hört nicht und folgt nicht, was man sagt ihm. Kiva had already a long time previously concluded that his foundling was a problem child, a schwerer Jung, who doesn't listen and doesn't follow what people say to him. Nicht einmal vor der letzter Zeit hat sich gekriegt mit Stern sein Weib. So, not once, more than once, in the previous period, he argued with Stera, his wife, was sie zerlost ihm als sehr stark und gibt ihm noch. They argued about the fact that she spoiled him so much, so badly, and she constantly gave in to him. A 9-jähriger Jungatsch, teinet Kiva, darf wissen, so a 9-year-old rascal or brat, complained Kiva, should know that he und was ein 9-jähriger Jungatsch bedarf zu wissen, and what a 9-year-old brat should know, das der sagt Kiva keinmal nicht. Kiva never expressed what it was that a 9-year-old brat should know. Nor Meisheke versteht mit dem eigenen Seichel, als man geht da unzuhörnisch. But Meisheke understood with his own understanding that here they were hinting, they were giving a hint. Azar Hodulnik tor nicht vergessen, als kein Taten hat nicht und kein Emser Mama euch nicht. Such a foundling should never forget that he has no father and he has no real mother either. Und das gedenkt allein sehr gut. And this he remembers himself very well. Sof kol sof hat sich Kiven eingegeben zu dokajen von Hodulnik a prosten Melamed. Unpretentious, was wohnt weit von Zavulek und lernt mit grobe Jungen und wohnt zwischen grobe Jungen. Okay, let's go stop over here. Eventually, Kiva obtained with difficulty. He gave in and he obtained with difficulty for his foundling a common or an ordinary melamed without pretensions, who lived far away from the Zavulik, and he taught rough kids, ruffians, and he lived among these Grobejungen, these ruffians. As auf der Kapzonische Gas, even as far as the
Katzowische, Katzev.
Yeah,
Katzev, butcher.
The butcher's road.
Yeah.
Dort hat man sich mit Moscheken Jiches wenig was gerechnet. Dorten hat man sich mit Moschekes Jiches wenig was gerechnet. Weggeguckt an der Seite von sein Stamm. So there they took very little notice of Moshe's reputation, and they didn't bother, or they ignored the stories about his origin.
Isn't Yeches a pedigree?
Yeah, pedigree, or
Yeah.
in the context of the story, I understood it as being his reputation.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's both. It's both.
Both. It's
Yeah.
both, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Von deswegen hat ihm Kiva angesagt, soll Leman Hashem nicht vergessen, was von Hirschels Cheder hat man ihm herausgetrieben. Nevertheless, Kiva found it necessary to tell him that for heaven's sake, he shouldn't forget that he was expelled from Hirschel's Cheder. Soll Leman Hashem zen mezolem von katzowischen Cheder euch nicht heraustreiben. And that he should see, for heaven's sake, that they shouldn't expel him also from the butcher's Cheder. Moscheke hat auf Kieven angestellt ein paar blaue, offene Augen. Moscheke looked at Kiva with his blue, open eyes. He couldn't, Moscheke, it seems, couldn't believe what his stepfather was saying to him. Was treibt man andere English nicht heraus? Why don't they kick out other children from the Cheder? Was andere? Why other kids? Kiva, der Leckachmacher, hat eine Weile betracht die eigenen Nägel, wie Bishas Havdola machen. So Kiva, the cake baker, considered his own nails like one does at the time of Havdolah. When you make Havdolah, when you say the bracha over the candle, you you look at your nails in the light of the candle, and that's what he's talking about over here. Haklal, frag nicht kein kashes und lernt gut. In short, don't ask any questions and study well. Weiter gar nicht. And further than that, nothing. Es ist gering zu sagen, frag nicht kein kashes. It's easy to say, don't ask any questions. Es fragt sich aber und sich allein kashes an Onheb und Onasof. These the questions seem to arise from themselves, from the beginning to the end. Aponim of alla kashas.
Wouldn't you say, excuse me, wouldn't you say on a, without a beginning and without an end, without a beginning, just like they just flowed. They flowed on an onhead, on a so, without a beginning, without an, it just went all the time.
There was the questions were there all the time, without a beginning and without an end, correct. Upon him, alle kashas is do ein teret, ein miese wort aza mamzer. Apparently, for all these questions, there's one explanation, one ugly word, such an ugly word, the word mamzer. Anaya Rebbe Bunim hat geheißen, a gesetzter Jid mit an ungegossenem Ponim und mit untergescheuerner Wonses hat dem neuen Talmid Matre gewähnt, bald beim Reinnehmen ihm in Cheder. So the new Rebbe, teacher, Bunim was his name, was a stout Yid with a chubby face and with trimmed whiskers. And he warned the new student, the new Talmud, immediately when he joined the Cheder. Chob geher, as is a größer Shegetz. I've heard that you are a naughty child. Hat a guten Kopf. He's got a good head. Hat ihm Kiva verantwortet. Kiva responded to him. He's got a good head. Der katzovische Melamed hat sehr ernst gespitzt die untergescheuerte Wonses. So the Melamed, the butcher's Melamed, glared very seriously into his trimmed Wonses, his trimmed whiskers. Verschkotscherei schmeiß ich nicht in Kopf, ich schmeiß ihn, ich meine, das ist Toches.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's already like he's a good person. He's good. No. He doesn't hit them in the head. Yeah.
So for insolence, I don't hit a child in the head. I hit him elsewhere. Okay, shall I carry on or?
However you want to.
Well, we'll save him for a later time. We'll save him.
Okay.
This is a good one.
Okay. So, Nechama, you want to read? Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to. Und sein Wort hat Bonim gehalten. And Bonim, he held to his word. Hat gehalten in ein Schmeißen und Bestrafen. He was consistently, he was in hitting and in punishing. Der Schreck von seiner fleischiger Hand mit Tabak der Finger is gehangen über alle Talmidim. The fear of his meaty hands with the tobacco stained fingers was hanging over all the students. Nur keiner hat das nicht aufgenommen so schwer wie Moisheke Kivas. But nobody was as, took it as hard or received it as hard as Kivas Mosheke. Ist ständig gewohnt zu der Freitag in Javulik. He was Freiheit. He was used to the freedom of Zavulik. I mean, in all this time, since he had been expelled from the Herschel's school, if you could call it that over there, he had been free. Zu Kivas weicher Hand and zu Chelsea's einstellen sich vor ihn. He was used to the freedom of Zavulik, and to Kiva, his former teacher, sort of his soft hand, and to the way Stera always stood up for him. Und hat beschum offen nicht gekonnt verdeihen die umgelumpeter Arzairus von dem neuen Rabben. He could not, in no way, get used to the brutality of this new teacher. Verguckt men sich ein Regele auf a flieg. If you looked for 1 minute on a little fly, fleet a patch, comes a smack. Weist men nicht, wo men halt, schmeißt er. If you lost your place and you didn't know where you were, you got a hit. Vergesst men, was mir hat erst angeteitscht, reißt vor de euren. If you forget where you were, what was translated, he would rip you in the ears. In die sonnigste, heißeste Shabbos Tag, in the sunniest, warmest Shabbos days, wenn goyische Hint und jüdische Ziegen behalten sie in Schotten, when Gentile dogs and Jewish goats hide themselves in the shadows, muss man kommen lernen Perek in Cheder. You had to go, even on Shabbos, you had to go on these hot days and learn Perek in the Cheder. Tomer verfällt men a Shabbos, schluckt bonim. If you missed a Shabbos, you got hit by bonim. Es geht im Poshut in Leben, die Talmidim seinen sollen sich mutschen Shabbos euch. It had to be, it was in his heart that the students had to come and suffer Shabbos euch, in Shabbos also. You say when you say Shabbos, or it's not well, we talked about this. Shabbos euch.
Shabbos.
Letzter Wunder is, was Kiva halt mitten Rabin. The biggest wonder was that Kiva stood by what this teacher said. Sind der Meister mit Zipkin, is Kiva euch harter geworden. Since the incident with Zipke, Kiva had become much harder with Moisheke. Und Mama Stera schweigt unter. And now Mama Stera, she became quieter. She didn't stand up for him as much. Sie schockelt noch mitten da in Kopf. She only shakes with her thin head. Sitzen also einmal Moisheke in Cheder, noch in Shabbostik in Schlaf, und lernt Perek. So now we're going to see an amazing scene where he's sitting one time in Cheder after the Shabbos sleep, and he's learning Perek. In Rabin's Shtibele is Dojne. I love that word.
Dushne.
Dushne. It's
Dushne.
stuffy.
Yeah.
Stuffy. That must be, it screams out as a Polish word, yeah. But anyway, it's stuffy in his room. The Rebbe Alain is Zoya. The teacher himself is sour. Schluckert's mit schlecht verdeieter Zibeles und wart auf a Glas Tee von Heilig. What a description. He hiccups with poorly digested onions. I mean, the stuffiness of the room and the grepsim from this Rebbe with his poorly digested onions.
I was going to say grepsim.
Grepsim. And he's waiting for a glass of tea from the kettle. Nur kein Zeit verliert euch nicht und teicht ein mit seine katzavischer Talmidim, dem Onheb von dritten Perek azoi zu sagen. But even no matter what his physical state is, he loses no time, and he works with his butcher's children, and he starts with the beginning from the third Perek. Azoi zu sagen means, that is to say, this is what follows. This is what follows.
Yeah.
Now, do you say Akiva? How do you pronounce that name?
Akavia. Der
Sohn von Mahalia sagt, guck sich ein in 3 Sachen, wirst du nicht kommen zu einer Vera. Look for 3 things, and you will not, or follow 3 things, and you will not come to a sin. Gedenk von wannen du kommst, remember from where you come, and wohin du gehst, and where you're going, and wemmen du wirst amol abgeben cheshbon, and before whom you're going to have to give an accounting. Du kommst von an reinem Tropfen. You come from a dirty drop, from a not clean drop, and gehst in an Erd von Wärme und und darfst abgeben Cheshbon fahren König von alle Königen, and you're going to go to the earth with worms, and you're going to give accounting to the King of Kings. Mit a verquitscht Herz fehlt Moisheke, as Ekve dem Sohn
Akavia.
I should write that. Akavia, dem Sohn von Mahalis, Chochma, is sehr tief. He sees that this wisdom is very deep. Sie passt sehr gut zum Rebbens Säuerkeit, zu seine schlecht verdeiete Sibylis und zu der Durchschnittlichkeit in Stub. He sees that it's very suitable for the rabbis, the teacher's sourness, to his poorly digested onions, and to the stuffiness in the room. Now, I don't understand why he thinks that wisdom is passed to the stuffiness and to the of the room. Why does he see that? He passed anyway. His see
I think that it has this particular chapter, it's chapter 3 of Pirkei, what Akavia ben Mahalalel says has no reference to these little children. To them, it's meaningless.
Ja. Aber sie passt sich beshum Ofen nicht zum Sommerdicken Tag. It has nothing at all to do with these summer days. Die offene Fensterlech in der Rabbiners Haus schneiden the dunkle Rämlech, the open windows in the teacher's house. They are like the dunkle, I don't know what that means, like dark panel or like dark
Frames.
Dark
This is what they
frames.
found.
Wunderliche, farbige Bildler, wonderfully colorful pictures.
So
That's what he's going to see.
Yeah, the windows frame these wonderful
pictures,
colors outside.
That's that he sees from inside. Vierkantige Sticklach, full mit blauen Himmel. 4 pieces, squares, that's right, 4 squares filled with the blue sky, mit weißer Vonkeldick, Vonkenlech, with white clouds, mit bagroster Baglech, with grassy little mountains, mit Gänslech, a Ganel, gate Parois, a Gonel, gate of Farvois, filled die Gänslech in ein Scherger. So this is, he's seen the clouds, he's seen the grassy fields, and now he sees the geese and the gander. She's going first, and she leads the little goslings in one line. Again, like a general, the general. She goes like a beautiful scene. A Kuh steht vertraut und in Melegar mit vermachte Augen. A cow stands sort of dreamily in is malagra. What does that mean?
Malagra, she's chewing the cud. Malagra, it's a Hebrew. Yeah, she's chewing the cud. The way, a cow chews, then swallows, that brings back the I think this is the cud, that she chews it again.
Mit vermachte Augen, with closed eyes. Ihr rötlicher Fell glitt in der Sonne wie gold. Her reddish hide, this is the cow, glistens in the sun like in a golden color, gold, like gold. Afilu der vor dem Schleim, even the slime, was sitzt sich ihr von Mäul, leucht wie teure Kristall. Even the slime that comes out of her mouth is light, leucht wie like expensive crystal. Wo halt men? The scene that he sees outside as he sits there in this stuffy room. Dem Rabbiner's scharfer Kol fällt über Moishekes Keppel wie a Stein. The teacher's sharp voice falls over Moisheke's head like a stone. Und wie a geschleideter Stein zerbricht das die farbige Bilder auf ein Sticklich. And he feels the sharp voice of the teacher, and the stone breaks the beautiful, the farbige, the beautiful picture to to smithereens. It smashes it. Von Bleu und Green und Gingold und Kristall wären ein Mishmash. From all these beautiful colors, the blue and the green and the gold and the crystal from the slime of the cow's mouth, the cow's slime, it becomes just one mishmash. Und Edel Mosheke, yeah.
Nechama, it's interesting that this geschleiderte Stein, it's a stone which is
Geschleidete, yeah.
Figurative, from a slingshot.
Ah, geschleidete Zähne, from the slingshot of the Rebbe's sour mouth.
He interrupts Moisheke's looking at this wonderful scene outside and smashes it as if it were a stone from a from a slingshot.
Also,
Eder Moisheke hat noch Zeit zu geben ein Entfil, geht ihm über den Hals und Nacken, a Schnitt, a zerpocheter Rezua. And before Moisheke has the time to give an answer, he gives him over the neck and the throat and the neck, a Schnitt, a cut, with a Schnitt, with the Retzua,
it's a belt,
with a belt.
a strap or a belt, yeah.
Yeah. Leuten der Mondos on der zigeunerische Beitsch hinter die Olsche Bremlech. And it reminds him of the gypsy's whip behind the Orsche, behind those trees. A Ruach in dein Taten rein, ot durchhaltmen, a ruach in your father, a ruach, a wind in your father, a spirit.
That's a curse.
A curse, but what does it mean?
Damn you.
Say again.
Damn you.
Damn you. Damn you.
May the devil go into your father. The ruach is the devil, the bad spirit.
Moisheke tut ach lieber von weitig und gittert sie durch ein Spinnweb von Tränen. Moisheke gives a sob from hurt and gives a pull, like from a spider's web of tears. Die Händel seine, gedei anzuchappen in Perek, dem Ort. He, with his hand, die Händel seine, gedei, to get the place in the Perek. Wo dem Rabbenes vertabakter Finger weist ihm on, where the rabbis, the teachers' tobacco-stained fingers show him. Halt fest mit dem Finger, dem angewiesenen Ort, und in der Euren klingt ihm der Rabbiner Schilden sich, wie nicht verdiente Dreist, in dein Taten rein. He holds strongly with his fingers to the place that he has been shown, and in his ears rings the rabbi's curse with his not verdient, his not earned. Dreist is I was confused. Treisen is comfort. No, it's Treisen is
Tres is
comfort.
face, but I think that's
No, Treisen.
Traced is faith, trust, trust. I think it's ironic here, because it's need for he did not deserve it is undeserved undeserved punishment, really.
Punishment. Well, I don't know. Try to forget. In dein Taten daheim, im Moishekin, heißt das, als irgendwo is your verhane Tate, nur wo is, based keiner nicht. So he's obsessed with it. And in your father, he, Moishekel, what, and where is, os ergetswo, somewhere there's a father. Baran is a tata. No, where he is, nobody knows.
So it means that somewhere he has a father.
Yeah, his obsession. This is all he thinks about. This is all he thinks about. Der Rebbe von der Katzevin Jungen is aber a Yid a Katorgenik. Lässt sich nicht otchayen afilu mit dem Gedank, afilu ein Regel euch nicht. Juckt und ploppt und on euch her. But this rabbi from the butcher's children is a Yid. Is that a convict?
I didn't know if he's a convict or he is someone who supervises them as if they are in a labor camp.
Yeah, but it's.
I understood it as being that the Rebbe himself has been sentenced to hard labor.
Yeah.
That he himself is a convict.
Yeah.
That he himself is. Lässt sich nicht, he doesn't ontreien, I don't know that word. Afilu mitten, he doesn't allow himself 1 minute, and he's rushing them and he torments them without a stop. Guck's schon weiter öffnen. Yeah, I want to.
He doesn't allow them to recover.
Yeah, he doesn't allow them to recover. Not even once.
Otchayen means to revive, to recover.
Okay. To recover. Guckst schon weiter auf den Balkon? Von Cheder will ich dir herauswerfen. You're looking again on the balcony? I'm going at the scene?
At the ceiling.
The ceiling, the balcony.
Yeah, the balcony.
The balcony at the ceiling. I'm going to drive you out of the cheder. I'll just finish this section. Von cheder wird im herauswerfen, ständig, wenn der katzavische Rabbi wird in Kass, geht ihm a selche unzuhernischen. So I'm going to throw you out of the cheder. Always. When this butcher's, the teacher of the butcher's children is angry, he gives him such a warning or a yelling.
Insinuation.
Insinuation. It's more stronger than that. Keinem from seine Talmidim stroget nicht azoi. None of the other students does he threaten this way. Mit jene warft sich nicht. He doesn't throw any of them out. Jene haben Tates und Mamas. They all have mothers and fathers. Vor ihm, Moishekin, will sich keiner mehr nicht einstellen. So for him, Moshe, nobody wants to stand up for him. Ot, afilu, Akavia, der Sohn von Mahalis, halt euch mitten katzavischen Reben. Afilu, in the parak, the son he also holds. Der me'ayin bat, from where did you come? Weis von wannem du bist gekommen. Unter Aganik Moishele hat man dich gefunden. Unter Aganik. You know, everybody is against him. Even in this parak, where do you come from? Where do you come from? You were found under a porch, Moshe. That's where you were found, under the porch.
Yeah, so this Hebrew is da me'ayin bata.
Yeah,
No,
that's right.
Came.
And where you came.
Bata, and you said bata, they
Bata.
talking to a male.
Yeah.
Ata,
Now
bata.
you will have the chance to read this beautiful section about Shtera. I think it's a most gorgeous section.
Okay. Don't you? Okay. Wenn Moshe geht zurück heim, ist matt und mit von einer Portie Shabbos-dicken Perek. When Moshe is going back home, he is weary and tired from such a Sabbath chapter, from that portion, that amount of that perek, from that kind of learning. Der Kopf ist in ihm angehitzt und verneppelt von der duschen Cheder-Luft. His head is burning and it is foggy from the stuffed air in the Cheder. Zieht ihm schon mehr nicht zu die weiße Gänselach auf dem Breg unseren. Now he's not even attracted to the white ducks. Geese. Yeah, I never know the difference between to the white.
It's all
geese.
the same.
Yeah, geese at the end of the lake. Und zu der Reuter Kuh, was glitt auf der Sonne, and to the red cow that is standing in the sun. Verdroben im Cheder dem Appetit zu der aromiker Welt und zum Stiften der Shabbos in dem Meer mit Micha.
Wait.
Now, in this Cheder, his appetite to the world around him was completely destroyed, spoiled, and also his appetite to to have fun on Saturday. That too, that it doesn't attract him anymore. Those frei sein euch nicht, Micha. Now he's not interested in being free anymore. Weiß mehr nicht, was zu tun mit dem Rechte Freiheit von Minchato. Now he doesn't know what to do anymore with the rest of the free time that he has in the day of rest. Schleppt sich heim wie noch ein Zuhäuserbord und klärt zu wem auszulassen sein schweres Herz. So he is dragging himself home like after a bath that is too hot, and he thinks who he can express who he can pour his heavy heart out. In Stub gefindt die Mumisch Zerre eine allein. In the house he finds Aunt Zerre all alone. Sie sitzt auf der Kanape und lehnt Teitschchumisch durch ein paar alte Mannsbüsche Spakules. She is sitting on the couch and she reads Chumash, a translation of Chumash through old male's glasses. I guess because she doesn't have enough money to get female glasses. So it's a sign of poverty. Lekovet Shabbat ist sie ausgeputzt in ihr zerhackten und ungefalteten Kleid. For Shabbos, in honor of Shabbos, she's all dressed up in her dress that has folds, and it's cut up, and welche ist schon zweimal übergenäht von der Hassanet-Zeitung. It was already changed over since her wedding. Und welche hängt auf ihr Darren Guf wie auf Verstecken, which is hanging on her thin body like on a nail.
Two times it was chopped up. Two times it was. Not one time, 2 times. What an image.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, this is the word I was looking for. It was altered twice. Alterations, you know.
It is absolutely an amazing vision of this woman.
Ja, die alte Broschke von geblosenem Gold mit bläugrünen Türkisen wie Simcha dem Stoljars-Augen sitzt krumm auf ihr eingefallener Brust. He didn't forget her brust all this time. Ihre rabliche Hand mit eingegessenem Honig in die Knätschen halten Jedne dem ledernem Teitschchumash. Now, her old pin, which is made out of, I don't know, puffed up gold, with turquoise, probably turquoise is a stone that is blue-green, and just like the color of the eyes of Simcha, the carpenter. It is sitting in a crooked manner on her falling chest. Her rabliche hand, I believe this is like her
gnarled hands.
Gnarled? Okay.
Gnarled, gnarled.
A twisted, deformed,
okay.
Somewhat deformed hand.
Okay, thank you. Mit eingegessenem Honig indignation that with understood it, honey that penetrated her
Wrinkles,
wrinkles, yeah,
yeah.
wrinkles, yeah.
Ingrained.
Yeah. What did you say?
Ingrained, honey.
Ingrained. Okay, ingrained. Thank you. Halten Jedne dem ledernem Teitschchumisch. Those hands, they are holding yearningly this chumash that is made with leather. Men zed Perlach, as is ihr einziger geistiger Vergnügen in ihr trockenem akkorischen Leben. One can see obviously that this is her only spiritual pleasure in her dry life of a childless woman. And she's try und sie sieht herauszunehmen von Teitschchumisch, als was man kann, dem letzten Trockensaft von heintiger Cedre. And she's trying to take out of this book, of the Chumash, anything she can, the last drop of juice from today's section. Aber ihre schwarze Augen, welche seien abgeschwacht von die heiße Kohlen in Backofen 6 Tage in der Woche und welche seinen Azin vergrößert durch die mannsbildliche Spakulen, haben nicht gut auf die kleine, menschendige Äußerskes von ihrer Teich, Äußerskes, welche seinen nicht ähnlich nicht zu Chumash Ktav, nicht zu Rashi Ktav. Okay, so but her black eyes that are weakened from the hot coal that she's using in the oven, in the baking oven, 6 days in the week, and which are now made bigger, made to look bigger through the male glasses. They don't grab well the small and strange little letters of the translation of Hebrew, letters that are not similar to the letters that are in the Chumash, and they're not also not similar to Rashi's writing.
So why is it, excuse me, why is that so important for him to say that these letters are different from?
They're different because there are letters which are called Weibertouch, which are letters that are used when translating things like the Tanakh into Hebrew for women to read. That's the idea.
Namely, may I say, namely, because women are not as smart as men and cannot study the real original Chumash. So there is a special literature for women.
It's not. No, but it's translated into Yiddish? Is she reading Yiddish? She's reading Yiddish.
Yeah.
She's reading Yiddish. And the letters that the text is written in are different from the letters in the Chumash and the Rashi script letters as well. It's a special type of letter which is called Weibertouch.
I would love to see an
Yeah,
example
right.
of
Yeah,
that.
I've never seen it either.
I'll send you a copy of a page
Just
from
to
it.
see the
Thank you,
print.
thank you,
I
thank
would
you.
love to see, because
I'd
it's,
love, yeah, I'd love to see it. What an insult to us, huh, Nechamo?
no,
Yeah,
an insult, but this description of her is not insulting. It shows her thirst, her desire to learn is burning.
yeah.
This woman is presented here, I think, in an incredibly favorable way. You know, not
Yeah,
physically, but
I agree. However, I think that this is the first time that we see that
Yeah.
that she is devoting time to herself,
right.
which which she has never done all throughout the book, and now and she is able to focus on this as she is distancing herself from her from her foundling. It's
All
like
right, that part of it I have yet to see.
yeah,
But
yeah,
the
you'll see.
first part okay, but the
Yeah,
first
yeah. That's she's
how
yeah.
she-
Now she is into her own world, her own pleasures.
yes.
Maybe spiritual pleasure, but pleasure, and she is not into mothering anymore. That's what I
Well,
see. Okay.
uh,
Where was I?
yeah.
I don't know where we hold. I don't.
No, you are. No, yes, you do know. Yes, you know very well. It says Nitzura Shiktal, right over there.
Rashikta.
Lehnt sie
Yeah.
der-
Right. Okay. Lehnt sie der Fahr Pavolie mit an eintonigen gezogenen Nigen. Therefore, she is reading slowly with a one-tone melody, Nigen, that's stretched. Ohne Schum Absatz und on Betropung. Without any pause. Betropung, I did not find the word. Maybe somebody did.
Stress.
No, couldn't.
Without any stress. It's like the trop that that you when you read the Tanakh.
The Torah. Okay.
Yeah.
She's reading it without that stress. She's reading it without the stress.
Oh, yeah. He didn't
without the trope. The troping in.
Trope.
That's
what. Yeah, that's
very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. See, the Rob is.
I did not have that.
I didn't know
I
that.
cannot call him a rub, but it's so helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Couldn't catch that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Dazu chazert sie noch oftmal über a schweren Posek einmal und zweimal, bis sie lehen sich ein. So there she repeats it. She goes over it often. Goes over a difficult sentence one time and two times until she reads it correctly. Jumje der Fahr ihren Nigen wie ein übergegessene halb gedremmelte Shabbosdike Flieg. So therefore her melody and the nigen that she is producing, it sounds like a fly that overate. And now he's half asleep.
Right.
A Shabbos fly.
Yeah.
Dort sagt der Pfarr, als der Iker Baschern is nicht die Meise, nor das Lehen Gufa. It seems, therefore, the main thing for Shere is not the content of what she is reading, not the story, but the reading itself. Sie es werde erzählt von Josef und mit die Brüder, sie von Berg Sinai, sie von Milchome halten mit Amaleken, is ihr als eins. Whether she's reading the story about Joseph and his brothers, or about Mount Sinai, or about the war with Amalek, for her it's all the same. The reading is the main thing. Der Reger ist lehnen und ziehen wie Patoke die teiere Wörter, überkeien wie Leckach, dorten, wo alle Weiber schlingen herab, wie lebliche Lokschen. The main thing is the reading and stretching, like, I don't know, Patoke, I found molasses, those very precious words, to chew it, over chew it, like you chew cake, where all women are swallowing like lukewarm noodles. I did not understand the meaning of this sentence. Maybe somebody, yeah. I understand the words, but I cannot put it together.
Yeah.
I think what he's saying here is that other women they read it and they just swallow it like tepid lokshen. She is trying to get to the bottom of what she's reading.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so she is better than they are. She is more interested.
She reads it with such care. They read it quickly. They schling it in like lokshen. And she pulls it out like molasses, and she reads it once and she reads it twice until she has the meaning. This woman has interest and curiosity and drive.
However, this is one more instance where he puts women down.
Yeah, but not for this moment, not her. Not her,
but the women in general. Yeah. Okay. Von der Wochen verharrte Wetter und gereizter Jidene wird jetzt ein Stück Geduld. Was lässt sich nicht sterben von kein Sache in der Welt. Out of this woman who is non-attentive, usually, and hardened and irritable, now there has become one piece of patience. All of a sudden, she is just very patient, and she's very focused.
Excuse me, can I just ask a question? Von der der Wochen. Der Wochen.
What I
Shabbos.
But is also for negative, like unholy,
I think it means von der Wochen, from the week.
No, it's not.
Work a day.
No. It's not.
Von der Wochen, from the weekday.
Maybe
worked.
It's half asleep.
Say
der
again.
Woche. Half asleep. Der Woche.
Der Wochen is also, okay.
Der Wochen has nothing to do with week. It has to
Yeah,
do
well,
with. Thank you.
Yeah, and yeah,
That's
I found,
that
yeah,
you're talking about. That's good. Thank you.
yeah, okay.
So
I
from
found,
the two.
okay.
Yeah. So it's from the half asleep.
Okay.
It's not the of Shabbos. It's der Wochen. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. It's
what
two
I
different
found,
meanings of.
I found not awake,
Mhm.
Half
and
asleep.
non-attentive.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I completely missed it. I thought it was from the midweek.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So she doesn't, now it's like, she became a piece of patience that doesn't allow itself to be disturbed by anything in the world.
Right.
Mhm.
Die Mattkeit von der Woche Revanje und die Shabbosdike Menucha gießen sich zusammen in ihr Lernen. The tiredness from the work of a week and the rest of the Shabbos are mixing together in her reading. Redment zu ihr entfert sie nicht. No, Redment zu ihr entfert sie. When you talk to her, she answers, nicht aufheben die Spakulen von Zeitschriften. She answers, but she doesn't raise the glasses of her Chumash. Nicht überreißen die dem Skarboven liegen, and she doesn't stop the traditional niggin. She doesn't stop doing that. Kommt da rein Schreine, sagen gut Shabbos, sagt Schere gut Jahr und lernt weiter. So when a neighbor comes in and she says to say good Shabbos, so Schere answers a good year and she continues reading. I guess she makes fun of her a little.
No, that's the answer. When you say good Shabbos, the
Yeah,
answer
Shabbos, you say.
no.
Yeah, oh, I
Say
didn't
good
know.
year.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You give more than you get. You give more than you get. Good
You know,
Shabbos, good Yule.
I never knew. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
such a nice thing to say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't know. Verführ die Schreine Ashmues, Mish Shere Rechiles und Cedra. So when the neighbor leads into a conversation, Shere mixes gossip and Torah and the Torah portion that she was reading. Ohne Schum Übergang von Heiligkeit zu Wochedigkeit und Verkehrt, without any transfer from holiness to the rest of the week, that from Shabbos to Yom Chol, and vice versa. She just goes on. No, epes einmal, also der Zern Beset Singer in Zavulek, hat sich Schere jo aufgestellt in Ivreteitsch und gewendet sich ohne Schumnigen zum Rebäuner shel Olam allein. No, only one time. This is what was bad tongues are telling. That means bad people. Basically, this is what bad tongues in Zavulek are telling.
Gossips.
What did you say?
Gossips.
Gossip. Yeah, basic singer. Yeah. She she did stop her reading, and she turned without any melody to the master of the world himself. This happened in the Shabbos Bereshis of Chodesh Tishrei. This happened on the Shabbos Bereshis, on the Shabbos when you start reading the Torah, and you start from Bereshis. And Iberge Horevete von die Größe Yom Tovim, Hochere gelehnt azoi, overly worked from the work she had for the high holidays. This is how Chere was reading. והאודם ידע, und Odom od beschlossen have sein Weib und. And this is, and Adam knew, this is in Hebrew, that means that Adam slept with his wife and.
Yeah. So the thing is that in Hebrew, in Tanakh Hebrew, when Adam yada et ishto, it means that he slept with her.
Right, that's right. Yeah. Yeah,
Don't stop here. Go on.
Okay. Okay. Though is auf der Leckermacherin ungeschwommen Adremmel. Here, the cake baker fell into a sleep. Sie hat abgetan mit der Nose und der schwere Teitschkomisch hat sich ihr Arois geglitscht von Hand. She made a peck, is it, with her nose, and her heavy chumash dropped out of her hand. Sie hat sich aber gleich ausgechuchet, but she right away recovered. Achab geton dem Sefer, she grabbed the book. Nicht bemerken dich, als etliche Blättlach haben sich übergemischt und sie weiter gelehnt mit demselben verschlafenen Nigel. Not paying attention that a few pages got mixed up together. I think that, what did you say?
The pages, a few pages turned over.
Turned over, yeah,
Right.
Yeah, so she didn't pay attention to that. It's not exactly where she was holding, right?
Yeah.
Right.
She
lost her place.
Yeah, she lost her place. Und sie weitergelehnt mit demselben verschlafenen. Again, she was reading with the same sleepy melody. Yeah, moid now, please. I don't know.
Und hat gelassen bekleppen mit Pech, von innen wenig und von außen wenig. And began to smear with pitch inside and outside.
Yeah, a new story.
It's a new story, but she
thought it was the same. She thought it was a continuation of what happened with Adam, and that he was doing such a nasty thing. That's her anger.
Dosmal is Stern geworden a bissel kasher. So this time Now, she was cautious, she was puzzled. Sie hat ausgezogen, die Spekulen, und verglotzt die matte Augen zum Balken. So she
I learned that word.
she took off her spectacles, her glasses, and she fixed her tired eyes looking at the ceiling. Adams Grobkeit hat ihr stark verdrossen. Adams' coarseness disturbed her very greatly. Oi, macht sie, gotten you. Oi, she said, for heaven's sake, a Joven wollt doch das euch nicht getan. A Joven, a peasant, a Ukrainian peasant, wouldn't even have done such a thing. To smear his wife inside and out with pitch.
Right.
Und weiter weggelossen sich lehnen und kein Kasches nicht gefragt. And she carried on reading and she didn't ask any further questions. Erst a Sach später hat sie sich herumgesehen, als sie ist herangefahren mit dem Dischel in Goranander Sidra, wo der Tzadik neuer beut dem Kasten. It was only quite a long time afterwards that she realized that sie ist hereingesporen mit dem Dischel. She literally went in with a wagon shaft into a completely different Sidra. So that she'd realized that she'd mixed up two Sidras of the Torah, and the second one was where Noach, the righteous Noach, was building the ark. And that's where he was smearing pitch on the outside and on the inside.
Yeah, right.
Friends, it's how 9, how 10.
Okay. I
So
think you want to stop?
Great.
Okay.
I think we should, for
I think we were all very good today.